Good afternoon, class. In today's video, what I'd like to do is to go over experiment number 1 in the quarter 3 lab experiment series. So with this one, we've got copper chloride, which is with this nice blue color, and we're going to add to it some aluminum. And so now it's time for some class participation. What do you guys think? What kind of chemical reaction, what type of chemical reaction is this when I add aluminum to copper chloride? Say that louder. Very good. It is single replacement. All right. Now let's go to the next part of the class discussion on this. What do you think is going to happen when we have the single replacement reaction of aluminum in the copper chloride? What's going to happen?
I think the aluminum is going to be stained.
Sorry, say that louder.
I think the aluminum is going to be stained.
Okay, the aluminum is going to be stained. All right. Other ideas, other predictions, the hypothesis basically of this lab.
It's going to be heat generated.
Heat's going to be generated. Okay, sounds good. Any other ideas? All right, if not, then that's fine. So in part 2 of this video, what we're going to do is I'm going to have a close-up of this shot, and then we'll actually see what happens. And this time, instead of just having one experiment going on, I thought I'd have two experiments going on at the exact same time. As you can see, I have different amounts of aluminum. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to crumple them up into different size, aluminum foil balls, and then when I drop them inside, we're going to see which one actually reacts more and also which one reacts faster. So that'll be in part 2 of this video. All right, so welcome to part 2. Here is the small piece of aluminum, the medium-sized piece, and then the big piece of aluminum. So we'll take each one of these in turn and throw them in. Middle and large. Then what we'll do is we'll zoom in on this and see if we can start to see some of the reactions that are happening. Move this one over a little bit.
What's happening?
All right, so it looks like the reaction has generally stopped about now, and as you can see right over here, we've got there was originally some bits of copper falling down into the solution a little bit as the copper got kicked out of the reaction and it became aluminum chloride afterwards. But notice that it kind of stopped because there's some gas bubbles that were forming. This was what we would call an inhibitor to the reaction. So a couple of observations to show on that. And so we're back. So in this part, what I'd like to do is to show you guys some of the results of what happened afterwards. As you can see, if I move over here like this, what happened over here was there was a release of some steam. So basically there was an exothermic reaction, and as you can see, there was a ton of copper that just sank to the bottom after all of the aluminum reacted. So, if we turn over there, what you see is some bits of the copper are still being freed from the single replacement reaction, and they're starting to fall, and some of the other bubbles are being freed. One thing that might be a little bit harder to see, and I'll try to lift up the white sheet so that you can see more of a contrast. Do you notice that the coloring of the liquid over here is different from over here? That means this part of the copper chloride has not reacted with the aluminum, but this liquid over here has reacted. And so it's changed a little bit because now that's aluminum chloride. So thought I'd feature that a little bit as the little end of the experiment. This will conclude quarter 3 lab experiment number 1. Study hard. I'll see you in the next video.